Hello and welcome to this edition of Taekwondo Life Magazine Live. My name is Marc Zirogiannis. I'm your host, third Dan Black Belt, and the editor-in-chief of Taekwondo Life Magazine. I am coming to you from the Hyatt Regency in Jersey City overlooking beautiful Manhattan skyline. It is a Friday evening and we are here to attend the Taekwondo Hall of Fame induction dinner for 2022. This episode is brought to you by BetOnline. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to wager on your favorite sports, contests, and events with the first-to-market odds and lines. Find reviews and news for every league, including Major League Baseball, NFL, NBA, NHL, combat sports, esports, and even golf. BetOnline continues to be the top online resource for all your sports information, from live in-game betting, props, and futures. I want you to head over to BetOnline, use your mobile device or your computer, and join today and make your first sports bet. Remember, use the new promo code BLEAV50, B-L-E-A-V 50, to receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. BetOnline, where the gaming starts. Well, here we are after a layover from COVID at the Taekwondo Hall of Fame induction dinners. The Taekwondo Hall of Fame was started by Grandmaster Gerald Robbins the concept was born in 1998 from what he explained to us back in March of 2019 when he was a guest on our show, one of the earliest guests on our show, actually. And he reserved the website for Taekwondo Hall of Fame, and by 2006, it had become a full brainchild. It had become a full manifestation, and here we are 15, 16 years later. A little bit of a break for COVID, but he has a full international board working around the world, and he has had ceremonies like the one that took place or is taking place tonight, the induction of Grandmaster Kim Se-hyeok, the winningest Olympic coach in the history of the world from South Korea, Grandmaster Yeon Hwan Park, my grandmaster, being inducted, among the men responsible for the 1994 decision of the International Olympic Committee to make Taekwondo a official Olympic sport after the success of the 1988 demonstration in Seoul, Korea. Grandmaster Dong Won Kang, author of the book How to Become a Grandmaster, Secrets of Life Success, another inductee into the Taekwondo Hall of Fame. Grandmaster Duncan Park, I saw walking around, former Olympic coach and senior grandmaster to Gerald Robbins. The Hall of Fame, the inception, the concept of this Hall of Fame was to honor Taekwondo history, to preserve Taekwondo history. Prior to tonight's event, there was a beautiful setup where many of the, I'll call them artifacts. Obviously, we're not going way back. It's not archaeological artifacts, but the artifacts of modern Taekwondo are here. Trophies from the 70s, different forms of equipment, as the equipment has been displayed, dobaks, photographs of legends who are no longer with us, who have been honored posthumously by the Hall of Fame. The gathering has brought people from around the world. I see people from many countries, and it's brought people from various styles, whether they're Tang Soo Do, whether they're ITF, whether they're Kukkiwon. The Hall of Fame, unlike many of the other organizations, does not discriminate or distinguish. It tries to find distinction in the work of people who have contributed to Taekwondo in the aggregate, regardless of their affiliation. And some of them have multiple affiliations. I see Grandmaster John Holloway walking around. He certainly has been involved in both ITF and a significant presence in Kukkiwon WTF as a significant member. I see Jeff Smith, the historic Jeff Smith, walking around. The room is filled with dignitaries. It's a beautiful room. There'll be a dinner. There'll be numbers of special recognition awards for people such as Grandmaster Park, who will be honored very, very early in his life, but for his significant contribution to competition. And then, of course, the inductees themselves. George Vitale is here, a gentleman who is certainly well known to both the WT and the ITF, a gentleman who probably single-handedly might be the most significant Taekwondo historian in the world, living or deceased. He is a treasure trove of information about the true formation of Taekwondo, the true history of Taekwondo in Korea and around the world. So I invite you to check out. We'll follow up with some photographs from this event, from the induction ceremony, and from what some of the great leaders of Taekwondo have had to say. Again, it is good to see people back together for an event celebrating Taekwondo after the shutdown for COVID and the fact that I think for the last 2 years there's been no Taekwondo ceremony. You can head over to Taekwondo Hall of Fame, oneword.com, and check out what's going on over there. They should have some interesting photographs from the evening. I see photographers walking around. I'm sure many of those will be posted, and you can check them out on Facebook, Instagram, and I'm sure all social media. And again, get a great opportunity to connect with them and find out about your Taekwondo history, whether you're a ITF practitioner, WT practitioner. There's history there, and there's an overlap in history there. ATA, I haven't seen anyone here from ATA, but I'm sure that ATA is certainly not excluded. As I said, Tang Soo Do, people that were together, many of the folks that come out of the Chuck Norris lineage, working together. So find out what you can, help preserve. If you have photographs to contribute, or perhaps items that one day when there's a building that they can display, that would be terrific. Go over to Taekwondo Hall of Fame. I look forward to working with you to make new Taekwondo history, modern Taekwondo history on the mats. I look forward to seeing you. This is Marc Zirogiannis, and don't forget, this episode has been presented by Bet Online. And head over there and place your first online bet. Football season is just about to start.